Hey everybody, it's Play Madness, and this is Let's Play Lord of the Rings Online, the expansion The Siege of Mirkwood. This is a really good MMO that I've just started to play recently. I played World of Warcraft for a long time, but I'm more of a fan of Lord of the Rings, so I decided to give this one a shot. I've been playing it for about a year, but that's been on and off, so I haven't really gotten a chance to see any of the real high-level content. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to try and keep the ums and the pauses down a bit, but I'm not very smart, and it takes me a while to think of what I want to say next, especially while I'm playing a game and talking at the same time. But anyway, as you see here, we have the race selection screen. You can be a man or a female man, as this game insists on calling them, a dwarf, and in a great nod to the original Lord of the Rings, you can only be a dwarf male. There is no option to be a female dwarf, unlike all the other races. Of course, you can be hobbit, male or female, and you can be elf, male or female. I am going to be playing as a man, and I am going to be playing... I'll go with the Guardian. A quick rundown of what all these classes are. The Burglar is your, stealthy rogue style class. You can read over here in the class info box exactly what the class does. This is the rogue stealth, like debuffer class. They can stun and impair other targets or even other players if you're playing against someone. The captain is a buffer. His primary role is he will stand in the middle of a fight and use different battle cries to give bonuses and stat boosts to his teammates. The champion is my primary class. My highest level character right now is a champion. Ignore the fact that it says beginner up here. But anyway, as you can see right here under role, they are primarily area of effect and DPS, damage per second. Their primary role is they just kind of wade into the middle of a fight and just hit whatever they can reach. As you can see in their example picture, they can dual wield from the very beginning. They have dual wields at level 1, and they can wield any two one-handed weapons, whether it's two swords, axes, maces, clubs, really anything that they can hold in one hand they can use to hit people with. Guardian is what I will be playing for this Let's Play. The Guardian is a tank. He's just the normal tank class. He will go out in front and he won't really do as much damage as some of the other classes like Champion or Hunter, but he can take a beating. He can just keep getting hit and not even care. He just makes sure that none of his friends are getting hurt while his fellowship is in combat. The Hunter is Legolas. If you've read the movies or seen the books. If you've read the books or seen the movies, he sits in the back and just shoots his bow. As you can see, his role is called Nuker. He just does really high damage to a single target. He sits outside of the fight and shoots his bow at people. The Lore Master is your crowd control spellcaster. He can incapacitate targets, fight other targets, and basically just stop one or two enemies from being able to He can stop one or two enemies from being able to operate at their full efficiency. The Minstrel is the healing class, while all the other classes run out with their swords and fight and destroy the creatures of darkness. The Minstrel just kind of sits in the back and plays his little music and makes sure everybody's still alive. Nah, I'm just kidding. Minstrels are really useful, and they can do quite a bit of damage in their own right. It's just I have a good friend who plays a Minstrel, and I like to poke fun at him. And the last class in this list, there's actually one more, but it looks like it's not going to show up. They're in mid-patch right now, so some stuff can be moved around or changed. The last class, as you can see here, is the Warden. They are really unique among the classes because they are a tank. They're similar to Guardian in that they go out in the front and they stop enemies from hitting their less armored allies. But unlike Guardian, they can only wear up to medium armor. There's light armor, medium armor, and heavy armor. And usually melee classes will wear heavy armor. But Wardens don't get their heavy armor. They have to make do tanking in medium armor. Did I say they don't get their medium armor? They tank in medium armor? Oh well, regardless, you know what I meant. Wardens are probably the most unique of the character classes in this game. Not just because they get their own unique shields. Wardens have their own class of weapons that only Wardens can use. But Wardens only get 3 attacks, and depending on which of those attacks they use when and in what order, they can use what's called the Gambit, which will do a different attack depending on the order of those 3 attacks before it. But yeah, like I said, I will be showing off Guardian. Now, like I said, Champion is my highest level. I've also played Captain and Hunter very much, and I've also played Warden very much, but Guardian is a class I've never played before, so we are going to be playing Guardian, and you'll be learning right along with me. I'm going to be from Rohan, because Rohan was my favorite of the countries in Middle-earth, and my character name will be Anthrift. That sounds suitably Middle-earth-ish. Over here you have, you know, your appearance. You can change what you look like, change your hair. I was really impressed at how much customization there was in this game, because you can be anything from like a young, roguish upstart to let me see if I can find the hairstyle. Oh, you can be kind of like a clean-cut do-gooder, or you can be kind of like an Aragorn Strider style, like gruff. You look here, you can get different facial hair. You can be kind of a gruff, outdoorsy type. Or, in fact, I think these hairstyles are directly inspired by characters from the movie, but I haven't seen the movie in a few months, so I don't remember exactly. You can also be bald, which is awesome. Or you can be... Oh, you can have an epic mustache. Or you can have a big long beard and you can make your hair gray, and you can be an old man, world weary and tired of these upstart kids. But no, actually, I think I'm going to do something I've never done before. I am both going to have no hair, which I've never done before, and I'm also going to have facial hair, which is something I've never done before. My color is going to be blue, just like it is in real life, usually. And for details, scars are kind of done a lot. They're kind of cliche. So I think I'm going to give myself just, you know, a little scar on the cheek there. You never really see one on the cheek. Eyebrows, I like the thin ones. Mouth doesn't really make a difference. And I'm going to skip the new user tutorial because it's just a lot of reading, and reading is not fun, whether it's reading out loud for me or reading to you, and you guys have to listen to it. So yes, there is Anthrift of the race of men. He is a guardian of Rohan, and next time on Lord of the Rings Online, we will be entering Middle-earth. I will see you guys then.